Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. Well, obviously the major news around the world at the moment is the coronavirus. Lots of speculation in the last 24 hours that the Premier League could be played behind closed doors or even suspended this weekend. But at the moment, the games look like they will continue. The governments have issued a latest statement on the coronavirus, and they are not issuing demands that stadiums should be shut or large crowds shouldn't be gathering. In fact, they believe that it doesn't help or stop the spread of coronavirus, even though many leagues across Europe have now stopped for the time being, and even obviously we've seen Champions League games played behind closed doors. The Premier League will carry on, as will this country. Whether that's the right decision, we will find out over the next few weeks. They believe that you've got just as much chance getting it at home as you would amongst 40,000 people. I'm sure there's a logic in there somewhere, but we've seen lots of leagues across Europe shut down, as I said. There is a meeting of UEFA next Tuesday to decide how they go forward, but we've already seen the likes of Manchester City versus Real Madrid cancelled with obviously, I think there's an outbreak at Real Madrid's training ground due to a basketball player. So we're seeing lots of cancellations. Apparently Leicester have come out and said that some of their players are suffering from corona-like symptoms. So whether their game goes ahead at the weekend, I don't know. Whether Arsenal game goes ahead, West Ham after they played Arsenal. It's all up in the air at the moment. The Premier League have not made a statement. None of the clubs have made statements. There seems to be a genuine lack of leadership out there on this. So at the moment, it is we carry on regardless. Which is very, very strange. Very, very strange in my eyes. Everton's under-18s are due to play the mini derby this weekend. That will happen, but behind closed doors. So it is obviously hitting the world of football around the world. It just doesn't seem to be having much in effect here yet, even though obviously the cases of corona are going up daily. So we'll have to wait and see. It might end up that people just have to take that decision themselves on whether they go to Monday night's Merseyside derby, if it carries on as normal. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, the likes of Saturday's games might go ahead, and it might be a case that they might have more information by Monday, and that could happen behind closed doors or not at all. We'll have to wait and see. Interesting times. It's a very fluid situation. A lot of things are changing all the time. But as I record this, it doesn't seem like there is any chance of any of the Premier League games getting called off this weekend. But we will wait and see. In other news, it looks like Yannick Bolassom will be coming back to Everton in the summer. Portuguese media outfit Bola are saying that the club, Sporting Lisbon, have come to the end of the line with the player, and he'll be heading back to Everton in the summer, which is really disappointing from Everton's point of view. There was an agreement in place to sell him, but it looks like they will not take that up. So Everton will have to find another club for Yannick Bolassom to go to. And getting these players off the books is a major deal. Everton have already suffered a blow with the news that Cenk Tosun is injured. That will stop any club buying him in the summer. So Everton have got to try and get rid of these players as fast as they can. And every player they can't move on hampers Everton's chance of bringing players in the summer with FFP. So if that does happen, it's disappointing. Disappointing for the player as well, because I think he thought this could be the move that gets him away from Everton and kickstart his career. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. Everton have also been linked with Andre Belletti today. He's a striker at Torino, 26-year-old forward. So that's doing the rounds today. And in other news, Anthony Robinson, obviously the young left-back who left Everton last summer to go to Wigan permanently. He was obviously stopped from a absolute dream move on the transfer deadline day in January. He was set to move to AC Milan till something came up in the medical that stopped it going forward. Obviously, a lot of people, and obviously him, felt very, very sad for him. And it's come out, he hasn't played the game since, by the way, it's come out that he actually has a heart irregularity, and that is going to be dealt with in the coming weeks with a operation. So who's to say that going and having that medical at AC Milan hasn't just not only saved the player's career, but maybe his life as well. So Everton missed out on a little bit of money because he didn't move, but let's be honest, it's better that the lads found out about this problem. You know, it's more important than any amount of money. So so there you go. So obviously back to the main story. Obviously Premier League looks like it's going ahead. UEFA are going to will make a decision next Tuesday on what happens with the Euros, and it might be that if they decide to delay the Euros for a summer, then maybe the Premier League will decide to take a few weeks off, knowing that they'll have extra time at the end of the season to end the season. It would be a big decision to postpone games or even, you know, draw a line under the season. A massive amount to consider. But UEFA, if they do decide to postpone the Euros in the summer, that might sort that out for them. We'll have to wait and see. That will happen on Tuesday. So so there you go. That's all the news from today. I'm sure we'll hear more from Carlo Ancelotti tomorrow in his press conference ahead of the Merseyside derby. Obviously, everything will carry on as normal, I imagine, till someone tells us otherwise. There you go. Make sure to give this video a like. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. And if you want more great videos, join us over on Patreon. The link is in the description. See you later.